before you really begin to listen to me, consider whether you've ever been on a train, sitting comfortably, watching the landscape move past the window, not needing to decide anything, not needing to control the direction, just being carried safely while someone else takes care of the journey. And at some point, you may realize that time feels different, that moments pass without effort, and you don't remember exactly when it happened. Your body knew how to settle. Your breathing found its own rhythm, while you were simply along for the ride. Today, you don't have to do anything at all. You don't even have to relax. You can simply notice the places where your body is touching the seat beneath you and how it supports you steadily, reliably, perhaps quite naturally. One of your hands begins to feel just a little heavier than the other. You don't need to move it. You don't need to do anything with it. This is simply your body remembering something very simple, that there are things within you that are unchanging and strong. Your unconscious mind has already begun this process, even before the first word was spoken. You may hear the rhythm of your heartbeat and wonder whether it beats faster when you think about it or slower when you stop thinking, and whether thinking about not thinking is itself a form of rest, or whether rest is simply forgetting what you were thinking about a moment ago. At some point, you may notice a gentle softening in your chest or in your abdomen, right as your exhale becomes just a little longer than your inhale. The greatest space is not outside of you. It exists right now between the inhale and the exhale. That suspended moment, that quiet pause, is where all answers live. Your conscious mind can rest now, like a passenger looking out the window, while a deeper part of you guides everything safely through layers of rest, through layers of time. You are walking along a path that has no beginning because it began the moment your eyes closed. In this garden, there are plants that bloom only when no one is watching. You hear a stream. The water does not flow in one direction, it flows in all directions at once, just like memory, just like time. You may kneel beside the stream and place your hands into the water. Notice the temperature and how your fingers naturally find the most comfortable position. Feel the water gently washing away old thoughts, unnecessary weight, images that no longer serve you. And as you watch the water move, you may realize that you are like this river, always the same, and yet never exactly the same twice. At the heart of the garden stands a building with no doors, a place you enter simply by wanting to be there. This is the watchmaker's workshop of your soul. Inside, there is a calming twilight and the soft ticking of countless mechanisms. Each clock represents an inner process. Some move too quickly from stress, others slowed by old sadness. You may approach the central mechanism now. As you place your hand upon it, notice that it is the same hand that felt heavier earlier. That weight does not burden you, it stabilizes you. Like the foundation of a house, like the trunk of an old tree that does not need to move in order to be strong, you may feel warmth spreading from beneath your hand into your chest, your shoulders, your back. Everything begins to synchronize quietly, precisely, unchanging, and strong. Your unconscious mind knows exactly which inner gears to adjust so that calm appears naturally where there was once tension. One wall of the workshop reveals itself as a bookshelf filled with books with no titles on their spines. These are books about your future. You may take any one of them and open it to a random page. There you see yourself, calm, grounded, at ease. Notice the same quiet weight in the body, the same steady presence, the same inner point that needs no proof. This is not imagination. It is a gentle update, running quietly in the background, restoring your natural balance. Old patterns no longer needed, simply switch themselves off. You do not need to remember anything that has been said. Forgetting allows this process to work even better. As the garden fades and the workshop dissolves, you may notice your body becoming pleasantly heavy, as though every drifting thought allows your muscles to sink just a little deeper. What remains is a quiet certainty that something within you is now deeply rooted, stable, unchanging, strong. In time, your body will naturally return to its ordinary awareness, and there is something your unconscious mind remembers anytime in the future, when your hand rests heavily on your thigh, or when you notice the steady weight of your body, this same state returns effortlessly, without thought, just a quiet knowing I am here, I am unchanging, I am strong. And even if everything else fades, your body always remembers what it feels like to be unchanging and strong.